Imagine walking through a thriving city, bustling markets, towering temples, streets filled with the sounds of life. And now, picture that same place, centuries later, abandoned, overgrown, and silent. What happened? How could an entire civilization, with its culture, innovations, and history, simply vanish? This is one of the greatest mysteries of the ancient world. Societies that once shaped history have disappeared without explanation, leaving behind ruins and unanswered questions. Today, we will take a deep dive into the most puzzling lost civilizations, exploring their achievements, possible causes of their decline, and the lingering mysteries that keep historians, archaeologists, and researchers searching for answers. Stay with me until the end, because one of these civilizations might have been far more advanced than we ever imagined. The Nabataeans, the architects of the desert. Our journey begins in the vast and unforgiving Arabian desert, where a civilization flourished in one of the most unexpected places. The Nabataeans were master traders and engineers, responsible for creating one of the most breathtaking ancient cities, Petra. Carved directly into the rose-colored cliffs, Petra was not just a city, it was a masterpiece of engineering and culture. The Nabataeans controlled trade routes that stretched across the region, accumulating immense wealth. They built an advanced water management system, with aqueducts, cisterns, and reservoirs, allowing them to thrive in the desert. But then, something happened. The Nabataeans faded from history, and Petra was abandoned. Some theories suggest that shifting trade routes made their position less advantageous, leading to economic collapse. Others believe that Roman conquest absorbed them into a new way of life, slowly erasing their identity. But some mysteries remain. Why are there so few written records about them? And why did they leave Petra so suddenly? The silence of their history only deepens the enigma. The Tartessos, the Atlantis of the West. From the Arabian desert, we move to the Iberian Peninsula, where an ancient civilization once flourished, one that some believe was the inspiration for Atlantis. The Tartessos were a highly advanced society, described by Greek writers as immensely wealthy, with an abundance of gold and silver. They were known for their advanced metallurgy, trade networks, and unique language, which remains undeciphered to this day. Then, without warning, they disappeared. Archaeological evidence suggests that Tartessos may have been destroyed by a natural disaster, possibly a catastrophic flood. Some historians even speculate that their civilization was lost beneath the waters, fueling the legend of Atlantis. Others believe they were invaded by powerful enemies, leaving no survivors to tell their story. With only ruins and a handful of artifacts remaining, the true fate of Tartessos is still unknown. The Khmer Empire, the builders of Angkor Wat. Deep in the jungles of Southeast Asia lies one of the most magnificent temple complexes ever built, Angkor Wat. This was the heart of the Khmer Empire, one of the most powerful and advanced civilizations of its time. The Khmer people developed an impressive irrigation system, allowing them to sustain a massive population. Their influence stretched across what is now Cambodia, Thailand, Laos, and Vietnam. However, by the 15th century, their cities were abandoned, swallowed by the jungle. What caused such a dramatic decline? Some believe prolonged droughts weakened their society, while others point to political instability and warfare. But there are still many unanswered questions. How did a civilization that thrived for centuries, with some of the most sophisticated infrastructure of its time, simply collapse? What happened to its people? While Angkor Wat remains as a haunting monument to their legacy, the true reasons behind their downfall remain a mystery. The Ancestral Puebloans, the vanished architects of the American Southwest. Heading to North America, we find another perplexing disappearance, the Ancestral Puebloans. They built intricate cliff dwellings in places like Chaco Canyon and Mesa Verde, designing structures that still stand today. Their civilization thrived for over 1,000 years, with a complex society that included agriculture, trade, and astronomy. Then, sometime around the late 13th century, they vanished. Many historians believe that a severe drought forced them to abandon their homes, while others suggest conflict, famine, or even religious upheaval. Some theories even suggest that their disappearance was not a simple migration, but something far darker: internal strife, mass starvation, or even unknown external threats. Whatever the cause, they left behind no clear explanation, only the remains of their once thriving civilization. The Indus Valley Civilization, a forgotten superpower. Now, Let's journey to one of the most remarkable yet least understood ancient civilizations, the Indus Valley Civilization. Flourishing over 4,000 years ago, this society was ahead of its time. Their cities were meticulously planned, with drainage systems, sewage management, and standardized measurements. Unlike many other early civilizations, there is no evidence of large-scale warfare, which suggests a highly organized and peaceful society. But then, something happened. Around 1900 BCE, the great cities of Harappa and Mohenjo-Daro were abandoned. Theories range from climate change and drought to disease and shifting river patterns. But the most intriguing mystery is their script. Archaeologists have yet to decipher their written language, leaving us in the dark about who they really were and what led to their disappearance. Until we unlock their secrets, the Indus Valley Civilization remains one of history's greatest enigmas. Theories and unsolved questions. As we look at these lost civilizations, one undeniable pattern emerges: great societies can rise and fall, sometimes with little warning. Could history be trying to tell us something? If entire civilizations, with their knowledge, innovations, and culture, can disappear, what does that mean for us today? Are we facing the same threats, climate change, political instability, economic collapse, that led to their downfall? Some researchers believe that ancient knowledge was lost along with these civilizations, knowledge that could change how we see history. Did they possess forgotten technologies? Were they more advanced than we give them credit for? These questions remain open, waiting for new discoveries to bring the truth to light. So, what do you think? Which lost civilization fascinates you the most? Could their stories serve as a warning for the future, or do they still hold secrets waiting to be uncovered? Let's discuss in the comments. And if you love diving into historical mysteries, check out my next video, where we explore ancient artifacts that science still can't explain. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new mystery. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.